I guess that'll do. Love it! Ow!
Analysis of this facility reveals that the spark is intended for use as a power source for some complex mechanism.
care if its special ability is competitive duck herding. We will save that spark.
No worries. Yeah. Again. Again. Woohoo!
No living thing should ever have to act as a battery against their wishes. The idea's repugnant. Regardless, you're safe with us. We'll just need you to lend us your powers. Deal? So, we are heroes. To expend effort extracting some treasure from its hidey hole would be vulgar and unethical. But if someone asks for our help to recover treasure, well, that's a bird of a different feather.
Beepo, while the inner workings of the pillars are sophisticated, one of your Beepo powers may be able to activate them. I'm coming.
physically and spiritually. Release her. At once. Hold fast, dear friend. Help is coming. Music is the voice of creation. No one has the right to muzzle it. You don't understand. The Melodic Gardens is music.
Beepo, with the fifth and final beacon activated, the treasure chest should be unlocked.
Quick! Let's hurry back before it's stolen by mutinous buccaneers! Just think how disappointed our new Spark friend would be if that happened.
The Biophonies must be heard. Time is short.
All right.
Yes! The chest is unlocked! Let's open it so we can roll around in gold doubloons and drape ourselves with pearls!
dark mist puddle has thrown the Melodic Gardens further out of balance. We must cleanse it immediately.
No, this is my fault. I brought this on myself. Well, we may have released a dark mess puddle into an area of Melodic Gardens that was otherwise out of harm's way. But at least we got, this? Oh, what a letdown. These are everywhere. My friend, you are a pleasant reminder that it's not about glory and riches, but the friendships we make along the way. Permission to come aboard granted, matey.
You don't understand. The Melodic Gardens is music. Here!
The Melodic Gardens is an entire planet of tropical forest, uniquely evolved with a singular purpose in mind: the creation of Biophonies, or echo symphonies. The collective sound created by living organisms within a biome. Even the Rabbids here, normally prone to chaos and cacophony, have found a way to add to the harmony of their surroundings. There is nothing like it in all of the galaxy. Biophonies, the collective sounds made by living creatures of a biome, are not unique to this planet. Yet, the way in which they influence its environment is. They affect everything, from the density of the atmosphere, to its weather, to the way its trees and plants propagate. Without the gardens, the plants would die, and without music, the Melodic Gardens would fade into silent ruin. We have encountered a multitude of formidable foes to whom Cursa has given all manner of twisted abilities, though that is not what concerns me most about these foes in particular. To be sure, the technique that creates small dark mess pawns is direful, and they have no specific weaknesses. But I detect something else. Someone has altered its dark mess-infused DNA post-creation, long after Cursa. Who? And why? One of 3 Golem mutations here in the Melodic Gardens. These were created by Cursa, yet deemed unsatisfactory and cast aside. Afterwards, someone altered their DNA and brought them here for their own purposes. This subspecies unleashes a fiery seismic attack, affecting those around it. Worse, when defeated, it enters a transitional state where, if not dashed, it is reborn. Weakness, splash-based attacks. Golems were created by Cursa, which deemed them unfit for its army. Only later did someone alter their dark mess-infused DNA and bring them to the Melodic Gardens. Who has the ability to do this? I do not know. This subspecies unleashes an electroseismic attack, affecting all those around it. Upon defeat, it enters a transitional state where, if not dashed, it is reborn. It is susceptible to ooze-based attacks. One of 3 Golem mutations found on the Melodic Gardens. They were rejected by their creator, Cursa, who found them lacking. They have since been repurposed, with their DNA altered by person or persons unknown. This subspecies unleashes a seismic splash-based attack affecting all those around it. When defeated, it enters a chrysalis-like state. If not dashed, it is reborn. It is weak versus shock-based attacks. Kanya flooded the labyrinth with no regard to anything in it, simply to make her command post inaccessible to anyone but her. Thankfully, we found a crude but serviceable boat left behind by her minions. All in all, I find spark hunters much more dangerous on their own. At least when under Curse's command, they behave somewhat predictably. Why is it I can understand poetry from an analytical, even an emotional standpoint, but so much about music is beyond my understanding? I thought perhaps the exercise of creation would yield more insight, and so I composed a melody. I shall have to ask Allegra what she thinks of it. Perhaps she could teach me to understand better the connection between music and its ability to affect the emotions. Kanya was created by Cursa to lead the rest of the Spark Hunters after their first commander went rogue, an experience Cursa might well have learned from. Kanya, seeing her role of Cursa's lackey as beneath her, struck out on her own in an effort to usurp her creator and conquer the galaxy. Her inferiority complex has made her more ruthless than any of her former subordinates. The beauty of the Melodic Gardens concert pond is perhaps impossible to describe, even for those with the capacity to appreciate such extraordinary manifestation of the natural world. It is towering, it is transcendent, it is warm and glowing, and that it is even before the Biophony begins. The Rabbid musicians decorate themselves with mood shade to add to the splendor. I hope to see it again one day. The Proto Mecha King Bob-Omb. What makes Kanya so formidable is that despite her erratic nature, she exhibits genius-level mechanical abilities that rival that of Mama of Barrendale Mecha. Thankfully, the ego that drives her to set herself apart from her progenitor, Cursa, drives her to minimize her use of dark mess. Kanya is a self-made villain, vain and explosive, but as shrewd as they come. The final version of the Mecha King Bob-Omb. Kanya improved on the prototype by studying our abilities, techniques, and tactics. The end result was impressive, terrifying even. One thing Kanya could not replicate, however, was the heroes' teamwork, born of their love and sense of duty to one another. The final version of the Mecha King Bob-Omb. By quirk of fate, Allegra's friend, who had been captured by Kanya and used as a pawn, is well known to Mario. It is called a Dorrie, and while its presence on the Melodic Gardens is a mystery, the gifts it brought here are not. Allegra has found a way to use the Dorrie's natural abilities to elevate the planet's Biophonies to previously unheard heights. Dorrie's playfulness turned to music. Allegra is a fascinating study. An echo musician of rare ability, she is perfectly in tune with the natural world. Even her skin's pigmentation adapts to its mood. She wields her biotuner like a baton, somehow bringing a unified vision to the collective sounds of an entire biome. It is her life's calling. It is not difficult to understand why, yet she is still somehow a mystery to me, one I fear I may never solve.